Hi, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I know it's been a little while, but I am back and I have some new products to show you from Live Love Posh. These are releasing tomorrow, October 10th at 11 a.m. Central Time. I will put a link in the description box and you can use code BUMBLE10 for 10% off your order. I don't know if it works on the box set or not. I'm actually not sure, but you can try it and see what works. Okay, so we have this box set of Lush Blooms sticker books, 4 pads of paper to show you, and a Lush Blooms box set of pet tape. I'm also going to be doing a plan with me in this video with the checklist layout in my own planner, so I'm going to kind of go through the flip through pretty quickly and then we'll get to the plan with me. Okay, first let's take a look at the Lush Blooms box set of pet tape. We have pastel, moody, brights, and jewel tone. These are going to match the sticker books in this box, and I'm actually not going to open them and show these to you in this video just because I want to make sure I have enough time to do the plan with me, and these take quite a while, but I think they're going to match the flowers exactly that are in the sticker books. So these are really pretty. I'll just take them out and show you like a little peek of what they look like. And if you're new to pet tapes, these are basically just stickers on a roll. Pet tapes are not all stickers on a roll, but these ones are stickers. And it comes in such a nice box. Really pretty. Now let's show you the paper packs that I received. So I will open these just to show you what each one is. I love Live Love Posh paper. It's really high quality paper and there's always some really unique layouts. These are great if you have specific needs that these might work for. So the first one is quad lined. These are 2025 planner inserts. These are classic happy planner size, which is 7 by 9.25 inches. And they are pre-punched. So you get an entire planner with the name page and everything. You have your year at a glance, your holidays, and this is 2025 word of the year, top 2025 goals, 2025 bucket list. So like a yearly page there. We have a vision board here with just dock grid paper, 2025 plans. So it's an overview of each month of the year. And then we have 2025 year in pixels. I love this. It's great for like moods or habit tracking or whatever you want. You can track something for the entire year, which I think is wonderful. Okay, when did I last? Perfectly useful because I actually track this kind of stuff on my dry erase board in the kitchen. Once I change my HVAC filter, like I'll just write the date and stuff, but this is a good place to write down all the things, right? When did you last change your oil? When did you last give your dog tick medicine? Like all that kind of stuff is so useful to have in your planner. I've just never made a page like that. We have an annual bill tracker, also super useful. And then some note pages. And then we get into the monthly pages. So we have January calendar right there, important dates and birthdays, monthly priorities, monthly goals, monthly bills. This is what your monthly page looks like. And we have 2 habit trackers on the side, which is great. I love the very simple fonts. It is perfect. I'm just kind of a minimalist. I know that's weird because I have such busy decorative pages, but I love like a minimal font. I like a clean look, and this is super clean. So this is your first weekly page. We have a checklist here for the week, and then this is what it looks like. So it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So a different type of layout. If you're somebody who's used to Happy Planner, this is completely different. And we're just gonna go through. We have the weeks, and then it's gonna go right into the next month, and it's the same deal. I think that's a great layout, and it could work for a whole variety of situations, depending on your life. In the back, we probably have a note page, yeah. We have a couple of note pages in the back at the end, but the rest of it is the same. Again, that is the quad lined layout. Speaking of minimal, we have the minimal monthly layout here. I am going to test this paper in a minute too, just so you can see how thick the paper is. I'll test it with some pens real quick, because all the paper is going to be the same for each paper pack. So again, it looks the same in the beginning. We've got those yearly pages, which are super useful. But let's see what the layout looks like. Same with the monthly. So you have your note pages after the monthly, and then it goes into the next month. So basically, this is a lot thinner of a pack because it is just note pages and month. So if you're somebody who just needs a more minimal planner, if you're someone who takes a lot of notes each month or has like long to-do lists just for the month and doesn't need to plan weekly, then this is perfect. Other things you could use this for might be like a work planner, depending on your job, or like, I don't know, a family planner. There's so many different ways, but kind of like what you would use the Happy Planner monthly layout for would be good for this. The next pack is the vertical one. We're a little more familiar with this. I'm not going to show you the beginning pages because they are going to be the same with all those yearly things in the front. And then we're going to go right into the weekly pages, and it looks like this. You have a little list on the side, some dot grid in the sidebar, and then it's basically like a Happy Planner vertical layout. And but it's nice and minimal, and the paper's thicker, so it's great. And then again, you're going to go into the next month, and it's going to look the same as those other ones. The last pack I have to show you is the weekly overview one. This is one of my favorites, actually. I think this is super functional. Okay, once again, we have the same fit in the front. I also like how the lines on this are gray and they're not like really black, so it just has more of a gentle feel, if you will, you know? Okay. So this is the weekly layout. If you're not used to seeing this, it's very different, but I think it's super functional, like I said. So we have a long list over here for the week, and then 3 blocks. You can use that for whatever you need. It really depends on your life and what you need to plan. Down here, we have a big section that's dot grid for anything you need. There's plenty of room functionally, but also a lot of room to decorate. If you're someone who doesn't need all of that, you can certainly decorate around it, or you can add more lists here. The daily blocks are lists. So you have 4 check marks for each day. And they're kind of long, so if you wanted to write your plans over here or something, you can. You also have these blocks here to write plans in. And I'm someone who doesn't have a very busy life, and so this is just enough room for me to write what I have going on each day. And if you write small, probably anybody, can write all their plans in just right here. But you have these lists here too. So I think it's just really functional and could work for a whole wide variety of situations. It just depends, again, on your life. Okay, so I'm going to test some pens on here. And actually, I'm going to test it right on this front paper because then I won't waste this. But yeah, it's the same exact paper as the rest. It feels really good. I'm not sure if I tested Live Love Posh paper with you before, but let's do it now. I'm going to get some pens. Here's a 𝘬𝘮𝘬𝘪𝘢𝘭, which I use all the time for my smaller writing. We'll also try, let's try a 𝘱𝘗𝘈𝘗, I guess, in a size 1. That's kind of a thick, bold black pen. And we'll get a colored pen too. Let me get a mild liner. I have this blue-green mild liner. So I'll just write the names of the pens. 𝘱𝘗𝘈𝘗𝘈. Actually, let's do this too. That's pretty dark, so that might go through. And normally I don't color with that, so yeah. So mild liner. And let's do some coloring right there. And then here's the Moody gel pen, and that's a 0.38. Okay, let's turn it over and check it out. Okay, at first glance, I can't see it at all. Now, my eyesight's not that great, but I can't see it. If I lift it up, I can kind of see it, but it really does not go through. Let me try a Tombow because those are really pigmented. So hold on. And I got a darker one here. This is a dark blue. Let's see if there's any ghosting or any. I mean, it didn't go through at all. There's no bleeding. Again, like, this is such nice paper. You really can't see it. So this is going to be great if you're someone who likes to color on your pages. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that it does not go through. And there's not a lot of ghosting either, hardly anything. So good paper. Let's move on to the sticker books now. And my dog is looking at me. That is a bad sign because she might start making noise. So this is a really nice box set. You want to come in my lap? Come on. Okay, here she is. Bumble is here to show you the box set. Okay, what do you think, Bumble? Lush Blooms? Yeah, let's check it out. We have 4 sticker books in here. Do you want to see them, Bumble? All right. Let's see. Can you show me which one you like best? We have Pastel Blooms, Bright Blooms, Moody Blooms, and Jewel Tone Blooms. Bumble, which one do you like? Can you pick? She says no. I don't know what you're talking about, Mother. Okay. So I'm going to show you each sticker book really quickly because they're florals after all. There's not a lot I can say about them, but they are gorgeous. And it's kind of, you know, all different tones and moods and all that stuff. So let's look at Moody Blooms first. Each one of these sticker books has the same type of pages for each theme. And my nails match the first page. Of course they do. Anyway, we have a page of clear florals that are big, a page of clear, a page of clear smaller florals, and then we have a page of boxes with florals, all different kinds of boxes, like even these skinny ones and stuff. So I like that. It's going to fit a variety of different layouts. Another page of floral boxes and some corner florals and side florals there. And then regular boxes, which is great. They're going to match that set of florals and then a set of strips. And these are all different washi strips. I mean, they're stickers, but you know, they're going to match the florals as well. So you can put together a whole spread that's going to coordinate. And then we move into the next one. So these are obviously going to be Moody colors, right? Boxes, boxes, and boxes. So 3 pages of boxes and a page of strips. I love those strips. I can use them for so many different things. So we're just going to flip through this pretty quickly. There's some circle boxes there and then some of these. You also get, of course, the bullet points on the side. There's your strips. Ooh, those are really pretty. They're big. Those are different. Very nice, very nice. Some half circles there, circles and strips. These are definitely more moody colors. I feel like this is more of a wintry vibe, although there's butterflies here, so I don't know. These would be good for like Halloween, I think. Yeah, they feel kind of, this feels Halloween to me for some reason. Okay, so that's Moody Florals. Let's check out the next one. Bumble, what do you think? You're gonna like this one, Jewel Tone Blooms. So again, we're gonna have that same situation going on with the different pages. These are always gonna be on clear, but then you have paper florals as well. Those are cool. Very pretty. I am flipping through this kind of quickly because, like I said, we need to get to the plan with me. But I did want to show you all these products. And by the way, thank you so much to Love Posh for sending me these goodies. I really appreciate it. And that's Love, Hello, and Bloom there. Oh, someone wants to get down. She said, I've had enough. Lots of purples and blues. Very nice. Okay, that again is Jewel Tone Blooms. Now let's move on to Pastel Blooms, which is probably more of like a spring vibe, right? But you can use spring florals any time of year. Let's be serious. I love using like bright colors or pastel colors in the winter. It makes me feel, I don't know, very summery in the winter or spring in the winter because, you know, in like February when it's like blah, I like to bring in some soft pastel colors to bring up my mood. Those are really pretty. Wow. I like those a lot. That's a whole strip, which is cool. And then some paper ones there too. Ooh, very nice. So if you purchase this box set, you are gonna have florals for a very long time. And you're gonna be able to match them to your mood or to your spread. And of course, you don't have to use just the florals in a spread. You can combine, I like those polka dots. You can combine them with other stickers you might have so that it's not all florals, because sometimes I get sick of all florals. Ooh, look at those. Those are cool. Those are nice. And I want to switch it up, so I might do like, say, I don't know, pumpkins with florals, you know, or I don't know, like squad girls or whatever. You can always combine stuff. But you can also just make a floral spread too. Oh boy, those are cool striped strips. No, we're not playing now. Let me at least finish this flip through. You wouldn't think that we just went on a mile walk, right? But to be fair, I haven't filmed in over a week. So she's, you know, reacting to that. So now we have Bright Blooms. This has probably like a summer vibe, which is my vibe usually. Very pretty. I love those colors together. Ooh, reminds me of like watermelons. These are really big. Nice. I just love how you have these boxes too to combine with some of these boxes, because I don't usually like having all decorative boxes in a spread. I do like some plain boxes thrown in there too. Love these polka dots. It has like a tutti frutti vibe, right? This might be good for like a Valentine's Day. Ooh, some bright summery flowers. And more. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Tropical? Not really tropical flowers though. Tropical colors. All right, so that is the Lush Blooms box. Again, all of this stuff is releasing on Thursday, the 10th at 11 a.m. Central Time. If you're watching this on Wednesday, of course, it's tomorrow. So check that stuff out. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of flip through. Let's move on now to the plan with me portion. And I'm going to get my planner out. Let me get rid of that stuff. And let me grab the week. I still did not fill out last week. Yeah, it's cute though, right? This was the week I went to Savannah, and I was really busy beforehand, and actually my back was killing me. I don't know if you normally watch my videos, but I had like back pain here, so I wasn't filling out my planner, and then I was busy packing and stuff on Wednesday, and then I was there until Sunday. So I'm going to do some back planning. And yes, it is Wednesday the 9th, and I have not done this week yet. I know, you guys, it seems to be my theme for the year, but I'm trying. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, and we're going to plan for this week. And then after I turn off the camera, I'm going to go back in and back plan this. I want to at least write what we did in Savannah. I had a great trip. It was, I went with a group of women that I met in a Facebook travel group, and I didn't really know anybody. I kind of knew one woman, but she canceled the day of because she had a family emergency. I actually really hope she's okay. I've not heard from her. But the rest I did not know. So I was just going in blind on this trip, and I had such a great time, and we'll talk about it while we plan. But yeah, I had a great time. Savannah is gorgeous, and I know I had several of you reach out to me and ask me to meet up in Savannah. I just didn't have enough time, otherwise I would have, but some of you live there. It's a beautiful town or city. It felt like it had like a town vibe. I know it's a city, but it had a town vibe. We're gonna use Jewel Tone Blooms, I think. I think I saw one in here I wanted to use. So yeah, I thought it had a small town vibe, but it was obviously bigger than a small town. I loved all the little squares in the city with the trees, and like it was just a bunch of little parks throughout the city, which I thought was really nice. And everybody was super nice down there, and I just really enjoyed it. We stayed at a B&B called Macmillan Inn. It was about a 10-minute walk from the center of town, and it was a beautiful inn. Definitely had like that old Savannah vibe. What was I going to use? Was I going to use these? No, I don't think so. Maybe, I think it was this one, because these feel kind of fall to me. Oh no, Squeaky Toy is entering the chat. It's going to be coming in the room in a second. I got her a new toy yesterday. She has this duck on Amazon that I buy her every year or two, and then she destroys it, and then I buy her another one. This one came in a different color. It's green. She's had a couple of yellow ones, but anyway, I will link it for you because she absolutely loves this toy. It's very popular on Amazon, or at least it used to be. I'll try to remember to link it in case you have a dog who loves like stuffed toys. She loves that one. Anyway, the inn was very old, and you would think it would feel creepy, but the only time it did feel creepy was after a really scary ghost tour that we went on, and then I came back at like 11 o'clock at night, and our tour guide was saying things like, at some point tonight you're gonna have to go and get in your bed and go to sleep. He's like, you got to keep your arms under the covers, you know, because you never, and like he kept talking about sleeping. It freaked me out. Yeah, so I was a little freaked out that night. Aside from that, the inn was gorgeous, and the breakfasts were really nice. The staff was nice. So that was a lot of fun. And I really liked all the women that went on this trip. And it was scary, you guys. It was really scary going to a place I've never been before and meeting. It was altogether, there were 6 of us. So meeting 5 other women that I had never met before. One I did meet, but I didn't know her. And spending 4 days with them. Just definitely something I've never done before. And I did get a little anxious before I left. Of course, my back was still hurting me, but it got a lot better on Wednesday. And I still was like, should I go? Should I not go? I was afraid it was going to get worse, but I'm so glad that I went. And actually, we did so much walking when we were there. We walked like, I don't know, like 8 to 10 miles a day. And it was totally fine. And actually, I think the walking long distances did really help my back, believe it or not. So I think it was helpful. I'm going to put, I guess, some of these along here. Maybe some of the smaller ones. Oh, I found my tweezers. Yeah. Finally found them. These are my favorite ones. These are 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘬 Success ones. They're really sharp. Anyway, we went on a bunch of tours. We did the ghost tour, and we did a like a history tour during the day, and then we did a pub crawl that was led by a drag queen, which was so funny, very different and very funny. So that was definitely interesting. We also toured the Prohibition Museum, which was really cool. I learned a lot from that. Of course, I knew what Prohibition was, but I didn't really know much about it. And so I definitely learned a lot. It was a cool little museum. The food was good. We had, a bunch of Southern food, a lot of seafood and things like that. There was still some damage from Hurricane Helene, but it wasn't too bad. By the way, if you're someone who sustained damage from Hurricane Helene, I feel for you. I am thinking about you, and I hope that you can recover soon. It was just so devastating, especially in North Carolina. So I'm thinking about you. By the way, if you are in Florida and you're in the path of Hurricane Milton, which is coming tonight, it's some scary stuff. And I know you were just hit by Helene and now you're hit with this, and this seems worse down there. But I am thinking of you, and I truly hope that you can stay safe, and I hope you were able to get out if you're in an evacuation zone. I do have family down in Florida, and I am a little bit concerned about them because some did evacuate, but some of my aunts and uncles are staying put, and I'm a little bit concerned because two of them are in Venice, and it's right in the path of the storm, and I'm just praying that they'll be okay. And if you have relatives down there, or if you live down there, I just hope that everyone is safe. Very, very scary times we're living in right now, I swear. But I'm thinking of you. I think I need some boxes. Maybe some plain boxes combined with some decorative ones. I could also use this. Let's see. I do have some appointments. I have 2 appointments Thursday, actually. So I'm going to put this here. I kind of want to trim the bottom of it, though. Let me get my scissors. I found my good scissors. I did clean up a little in this room when I got back from Georgia. Oh, I just made that crooked. Great. I think I just did it again. Darn it. Oh well, that's a little crooked, but it's only my planner, so I don't care that much. I'm gonna cluster this with those 2 boxes. Anyway, I feel very brave because I did go down to Savannah by myself, and I really was, when my friend, the only one I knew, when she canceled day of or the day before, I was thinking, do I really want to do this? Because I had this feeling that something bad was going to happen. And I know that's silly. And I'm not usually superstitious, but so many things went wrong before this trip. I had COVID, and then I had my eye issue, and then there was the hurricane, and then my friend canceled. And I just had this feeling of doom. But I went anyway because I thought it's all in my head. And guess what? It was all in my head. And so if you ever have that feeling of, I better not go because something bad is going to happen, keep in mind that I really did think something bad was going to happen. And I was actually nervous on my flight. Like, I'm usually a little bit nervous, but I was actually really nervous on the flight because I thought, this is it. The plane's going to crash. Like, I get that way once in a while, but I was really nervous. And of course, the flight was fine. Everything was fine. But still, I was very nervous. So, but it worked out. Again, very glad that I was brave enough to go. It was definitely out of my comfort zone. And that just sort of made me think that I need to get out of my comfort zone more often, because I was very satisfied that I did so when I was down there and I was having a blast, and I was thinking, why don't I do this kind of thing more often? And if you're someone who, normally has a very big comfort zone like me, like if you're introverted, and you have a lot of fear of doing things new, try to remember that the end part is worth it. It's just that you have to go through it and hope that it works out, But I think most of the time it does, and most of the time you are happy that you tried something new or met new people or whatever it is that you're afraid of. And I definitely think that a few of those women are going to become friends of mine. And we've even talked about getting together again, like around here, because they live kind of close to me. I mean, they don't live really close, but close enough that we could get together sometimes. I'm gonna grab this and put it, should I put one here? Then I could put maybe one of these over there. Actually, let's do this one. I'm gonna put this here. Sorry for the barking. And I'll put this one here. I did get back to the gym when I got home. I did go to the gym like when my back was hurting one time, but they're great at like figuring out how to help your pain. So I did a lot of stretching and stuff, so that was good. And yeah, I just think my trainers are really great at stuff like that. I don't know what I'm doing with this spread, you guys. I'm a little bit, I'm distracted by talking to you, so I'm just kind of putting things down wherever, Again, let's talk about how not every spread is going to be a masterpiece, and this one is not, and it has nothing to do with these gorgeous stickers. It has everything to do with how I'm placing them on the page. Also, I still have problems decorating this checklist layout. I really, really do. And even though I can make it cute, none of the spreads I've made in the checklist layout have been like a spread that would be a favorite of mine. Usually they're cute enough, but they're not like beautiful spreads before the pen and even after the pen. I sacrificed decoration for function, and now I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I know I bought that custom planner. Actually, the Happy Planner gifted me the custom planner, and I made it a checklist layout, but I just don't know how I feel about that. So I'm still very, very much undecided of what's going to happen for 2025 with my planner situation. I think me not being satisfied with the layouts I've chose for this year has made me not use my planner as much. If you've been watching me, you know I've been struggling all year to use my planner and I abandoned my journal. Let's be honest, I abandoned it months ago, and I haven't felt like getting back to it. So that's a whole other issue. But the planner situation, I think the reason I'm not using it as much and I'm back planning a lot and all that is because I just don't feel like planner piece with the layout. So I have to do some brainstorming and kind of figure out what to do for next year. And there's a lot to think about. So if you're trying to still figure out everything, you're not alone. I kind of want to put this here, but it's going to run into that, maybe I'll move this. This is gonna need undo. Oh, this is definitely taking a gamble. Oof, okay. Oh, I must have dirt on my hands somehow. I got my page dirty. I'm not gonna white out this whole area. I'm just gonna throw this down. I kind of want to put this way now. So I finished Gilmore Girls. Can you believe it? I literally started it at the beginning of September, and there are so many seasons and episodes in that show. And the reason I finished it is because I had COVID and I was on the couch for 5 days. I had back pain where I was on the couch for 2 days. And then a lot of laying down in September. So I was able to watch a lot of Gilmore Girls. Uh-oh, someone must be here. Hold on a sec. No one is here. She must have seen a dog walk by. So let's put another one of these corner ones down. Anyway, yeah, I finished Gilmore Girls. And I forgot how much I did not like A Year in the Life, which is like 10 years later or 9 years later, they made another season. And I loved that they did, but I also didn't love it. I didn't love it. And mainly because I didn't love like what happened. And they didn't do what I wanted them to do. And that's all I'm going to say, because if you haven't watched it yet, I don't want to spoil it for you, but they didn't do what I wanted. I did see a post that Scott Patterson, who plays Luke, he posted something on Instagram, I think, with a picture of him in a Luke outfit on a studio lot. And I'm like, are they going to do another season? Because they did leave it on a cliffhanger. I hope so. I would really like to see what happens to the characters, to my favorite characters. Anyway, I stopped watching that because I finished it, and then I moved on to, I've been watching The Golden Bachelorette, which is interesting. And my favorite guy on, if you watch it, my favorite guy on Golden Bachelorette is Charles. I love Charles. I think he's absolutely adorable and so sweet and nice. He's probably my favorite. Or I also really like, it's hard to remember their names. I don't like Pascal. I think he's a little snotty or something. Not a fan of him. But there's a couple other guys that I like. Oh, Jordan, I think his name is. Is that his name? And I forget. There's a couple other guys I like. But anyway, Charles is just the sweetest. And he actually lives like 15 minutes from me, because they put his town on there. He lives in Malvern and is very close to me. In fact, 10 minutes maybe, depending on where he lives in Malvern. Like, he's very close to me. So I thought, okay, if he doesn't win the Golden Bachelorette, then maybe I'll send him a message, say, hey, I live in Westchester, do you want to meet up? I don't know. I'm sure he'll get a lot of messages, because I think those bachelors always do, Just think that would be really funny. Yeah. I assume he has. I haven't looked him up, but I assume he probably has an Instagram. Anyway. So I'm enjoying that show. And I'm trying to find the right boxes. I think I want to put one right there. Maybe this one. It's pretty big. Pretty big. Let's do it. Anyway, I'm all caught up on Golden Bachelorette. So now I'm watching Love is Blind, season 7. And that, honestly, I know these shows are, not the most intellectual shows. In fact, none of the ones I just said are very intellectual. Golden Girls, maybe a little, but not really. But I enjoy them. So Love is Blind is one of my favorites. I just find it fascinating and entertaining. And so this cast, please do not spoil it for me in the comments. Please, 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 please. Because I'm only on like the second episode or something. Don't say a word. I will get so mad at you if you spoil it for me and the other people that are reading the comments. But wait, I need to trim around this. I'm only on like the second episode, but I find this cast to be very interesting, and I think it's going to be crazy. So that's all I'll say. Other than that, not a lot going on. I am just trying to get back to work because when you've been off for quite a while, it's a little bit difficult to start up again. And that's kind of crooked, but I'm going to leave it. Yeah, it's just a little difficult. Do I want to put that there? I kind of want to overlap this poor sticker. But I want to cover that dirt spot. So my eye thing, I'd like to say it's getting better, but it's not really getting better. I'm just getting more used to it. It did, some of the bigger black ones, floaters, have like kind of gotten better. One of them did disappear, like one cluster disappeared, which is great. I think it like went down in my eye or something. But the other ones that are still there are a little bit less black, but they, like there's one cluster that goes in and out of my vision that looks like a fly or something flying around. And that is the one that I do not think will disappear. I don't think that's going to ever go away. But the good news is I've gotten more used to it, so I'm not as upset about it. I don't like it, but like it's not like the first week when these things appeared and I was actually super depressed. I am able to live my life. I'm able to do the things I normally do. And sometimes I don't even think about it. And so I think it's getting better in that I'm just like learning to take it as part of my life. But I will say that first week was deeply upsetting. So if you ever do go through eye floaters that show up all of a sudden, please know you're not the only one. In fact, there was a lot of people in my comments that let me know they had gone through the same thing. It's very common. But yeah, you're not alone. And also please know that it does get better. Like it's not going to be as bad as it was when it first happens. So it definitely will improve over time. So keep that in mind. I still wish that this one would go away because sometimes, especially if I'm on the computer and I'm looking at stuff, it goes like in and out of my central vision, and it's very, very annoying. But I will say I'm just relieved that my vision is good and that it has improved. So fingers crossed that it improves a little bit more, but I think I'm probably stuck with what I have. I go to the eye doctor tomorrow for like my regular eye doctor for her to check on it to make sure that, you know, everything's okay. And if so, I think I can go back to like full workouts at the gym. I've been sort of taking it easy, not super easy. I'm still doing workouts, but I'm cautious because you don't want like your head to get too much pressure because then you can have like a retina detachment. So I've been very cautious with it, but I think, you know, if she gives the okay tomorrow, then I can go back to regular workouts. So I'm excited about that. And honestly, you guys, I kind of like this layout. Not gonna lie. I kind of like it. I think it's really cute. Yeah, Am I done? I think so. Let's label these categories though. I'm pretty pleased with it. Who knew? All right. I know that this is questionable because I have to write on that, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. This one is work. I'm just going to do like cursive. For some reason, when I have floral spreads, I feel like writing in cursive. Work. Let's just do, what's a short word? House. I should have put work there. Work, house, online. We'll do errands here. A lot of these I'm not going to get done this week, but it's just like trying to get everything out of my brain that I need to do, and then I'll be able to do some of it this week and some of it next week, the week after. Errands, how about phone calls? I do have a couple to make. To buy and other, because I always need like a miscellaneous section. Okay. I actually really like this, like I said. I hope you guys like this spread too. Dual Tone Blooms. And do not forget to check out the Live Love Posh release. Again, it is tomorrow, October 10th, Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Time. And you can try to use that code BUMBLE10 for 10% off. But please also use my link. If you watch this video all the way through, you're still here and you're going to purchase something, I would love it if you use my link, because I have been putting out a lot less videos lately and I do need the affiliate income. So if you are planning to do it anyway, I'd appreciate it. And that is all. We need to name this though. We need to name it Bloom, something blooms. Beautiful blooms is so boring. Let's call it Posh Blooms because it's Live Love Posh. Also boring, but not as boring as Beautiful Blooms. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging in with me while I try to get back to more regular videos. I will talk to you soon. Bye.